people want low maintenance, they should get a chia pet, or maybe somebody in a coma ward.
Let's talk about the myth of the low maintenance relationship. Does this actually exist?
Well, actually, I've written about this quite a bit. There are several things that people don't understand. It's floating out in the cultural environment that are not true, such as, you got to love yourself before you can love another person, which we know is bullshit, right? Because we learn to love ourselves through somebody else. Well, this whole idea of, people being easy, I like to say that all people are annoying. There is no such thing as a person who isn't annoying. And there's nothing more difficult on the planet than another person. And there's no such thing as a low-maintenance person up close. That person could look that way from across the room, or maybe in an affair, but you get to know that person, and it's very soon that person's going to become high maintenance. That's because people are a pain in the ass. Everybody. And if people just understood that, maybe that were put in the vows, I take you as my pain in the ass, and you take me as your pain in the ass, people will be a little happier. But there is no such thing. There are certain people who like to, who hate neediness because they were raised in an environment, in a culture where you don't be needy and you don't ask for anything, and you take care of yourself and you be independent. These people like to think of themselves as low maintenance, and they only want low maintenance people, but that just isn't so. That person really isn't. They're ashamed of depending, ashamed of being needy, and so they hate that in the other person when they find it. But some of those people we were talking earlier are the neediest of all. So there's a lot of myths out there that is making it hard for people to adjust to the idea of a committed relationship, things that are just true. If people want low maintenance, they should get a chia pet, or maybe somebody in a coma ward would do, although that's high maintenance too, I think.
So I think low maintenance, and what comes to mind for me is the word ease, or does it feel easy? And I think that there are ways to have an easier relationship. Not that doesn't mean there's going to be conflict and issues to work through. I think a low maintenance or high maintenance, anyone could be either. And what I mean by that is we all have our own priorities. We all have our own needs, whether they're tangible like material goods or intangible love, affection, attention, and we all have our preferred love languages. So do we like to receive love through physical touch, quality time together? When you choose a partner who has similar needs or priorities or love languages, it can just feel easier because you want the same things. Or at least if your partner understands those needs and love languages, they can meet your needs more easily. And so I think that those relationships generally feel easier because you're aligned in what you both want. And again, you could still have conflict, but I think it feels like less tension, or that you're always compromising. Compromising is an important skill, but it's not fun because sometimes we just want what we want. And so when you have a partner who wants a line, it just feels easy.
Stan, what you say, and I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I think about the mother-infant relationship.
Yes.
And easy babies.
Right.
And we overlook easy babies sometimes because after all, they're so easy. Right. And we think that they don't need much.
Right.
And so I think it speaks to what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we like the relationship should be easy, not hard. This is another myth. Marriage is hard work. So all these things that make it a turnoff to people who aren't married. But no, a relationship that is easy, as you say, I think are two people who are well matched. And of course, being a psychobiologist, I think in terms of two nervous systems being able to regulate each other. So more on a nerd level here, I'm thinking, there are nervous systems that really work well together and those that don't. Mm-hmm. And this is on a subpsychological level, so it's not anything that is a fault of any person. But many people, actually great people, and they really do it well on their own, but together as a team, they suck. or they don't understand the purpose of the relationship, that they're supposed to be, having each other's backs, that they're supposed to know each other better than they know themselves. Have each other's owner's manual, and that they're really good managers of each other, because this is about not just about love, it's about survival. This is about the mammalian need to survive. We pair bond, holding together in the dangerous environment and keeping predators out. And in our culture, we don't really think like that. We think about soulmates, we think about being in love, but there's a greater purpose.
So it's a total myth that there's a low maintenance person. I'm a pain in the ass, you're a pain in the ass, you're a pain in the ass. Welcome to the human race.